I was very fortunate when I came here. The School of Architecture had just become a college, and Charles Burchard, who was the founding dean, was able to bring in a really extraordinary group of faculty. I think it was a point where we had some of the best people in the world teaching. I didn't know it. You're coming in, you weren't quite sure. I didn't really know what architects did. But when I look back upon it, I feel very fortunate to have been going through the program at a time when it was a remarkable experience as a young student. There was a whole group, kind of a subculture within architecture, and everybody prided themselves on how many days they could go without sleep. And we usually looked the part at the end of a couple of days. But then, about 11 o'clock at night or something, we would go down to book strings and things. Now, the most exotic thing they had, I think, was cherry cider. But we would go there with one of our architecture faculty and talk about the problems of the universe for a couple of hours. That's sort of how it all unfolded. When Janet came, she used to smuggle food out of Hillcrest for me because the food in the dining hall and other parts was not quite up to par. So it has improved markedly since then, I should say. They do a great job today. Well, I can say my partner in crime was Tom Tiller, because as freshmen, Tom lived down the hall from me. And that's when a lot of relationships are formed that last throughout the rest of your life. We also have a pact that none of us will discuss the things that went on as freshmen, and we need to follow that. But that being said, the Ring Committee experience gave you a chance to work on a project that was sort of unifying to the class, something that would have lasting value. You go around, you see people all over the country and all over the world wearing Virginia Tech rings, and it gives you a sort of instantaneous bond that's present there. And it's a tangible symbol of capturing the spirit of the time at the same time to reflect the values that are incorporated within the fabric of the institution. It was also an opportunity to kind of reflect on, as you looked at what type of heraldry and symbols and all that should be incorporated in the ring, what things from your point of view and from the point of view of the class would have some lasting value. And one of the things that I've learned over the years, that each class is different. Every year when I think I have the freshman class, I begin to understand it. A new group of freshmen comes in and they're different. And I think that happens time and time again. And so it really does give you a chance to capture some of those symbols that are important to that group. Well, we all went. I remember, I think it was Duke Ellington and his band was playing. It's a very different era, and of course then those types of famous names were regulars at the ring dance, and it was quite a splendid affair. Everybody got dressed up and went out, and then after some period of time, I forget, then then everybody has parties after the dance is over, and so it goes from there. But it was lots of fun. The university motto, Ut Prosim, that I may serve, I think is something that we not only talk about, but we live it. And I think it is very important for us to succeed in our own professions and contribute to our immediate families and whatever, but to find a broader role in society where you individually and collectively can ensure that there are opportunities for the next generations of young people who go through this institution. This is a very special place, and the sense of community of the Virginia Tech alums is something that's really quite extraordinary and is to be cherished the rest of your life. Well, it's a very special recognition, particularly for the 100th year. And I'm honored, we are honored to be given this recognition. And we know that this class will go out and do some extraordinary things. One thing that is always important when you look at how you as an individual can make some difference in society, and a phrase that I have used talking to some groups lately, is the idea of leading from where you stand. That no matter where you are in the organization or where you are in society, you can, from where you are now, always do something to make things a little bit better. You don't have to wait to be elected President of the United States or a U.S. Senator or the head of a Fortune 500 company to exercise leadership. And the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more impact you can have, and the time to start is now.